Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's an exciting day. There's a new tech company that's paying a dividend. So in today's video, we're going to talk about who this company is, what their dividend looks like, some of their financial metrics and what they do, as well as some future projections that the company just announced today. So let's go. So today we're going to be talking about Clear Secure Inc. According to the company's profile, they offer face, eye, and fingerprint recognition to verify who you are, giving you safe and easy access to what you love. There's over 100 different partners that they work with across North America and allow you to use your facial features to provide or prove your identity. So the company was started in 2010 and IPO'd 2 years ago in 2021. They have a little over 3,000 employees and they're headquartered in New York. Some stock information on the company. The stock ticker is YOU. As of the time of the recording, the price per share is $25.06, and the 52-week range was $21.94 to $35. Their market cap is approximately $4 billion today. So the big announcement was this company announced a quarterly dividend policy. So the company said they're going to be paying 7 cents per quarter per share for their stock, paid to shareholders on August 18th, and the ex-dividend is $8.11. So based on the current share price divided by the dividend per share, the yield is going to be starting off at 1.11%. Because this is a brand new dividend policy, there's no growth history, so we'll have to see what their growth policy is. But in their announcement for the dividend, they did say they expect to be increasing their dividend over time. They also announced that they're going to plan on having special dividends and share buybacks throughout the years to return additional money to the shareholders. So let's talk about the company and what you might already know about. So Clear, the most common brand is at the airport. So you can pay in advance to have your identity verified, and so that you don't have to sit through the typical security lines at the airport. So you go to the Clear kiosk and walk right through and up through security because they've already verified your identity in the past. But in addition to that, they also have a really neat feature called Reserve. So instead of showing up at the airport and not knowing how long you're gonna have to wait, you can actually reserve your security clearance time. So you pick a time that you plan on being at the airport and you walk in, go to the kiosk, and a representative from Clear will automatically take you to the front of the line and escort you through the security process. So that's a really cool feature, especially for those business travelers that travel a lot, so that they can get through easily. I also went through a security dilemma recently where we traveled with 4 children. And so that is quite the process. But if we had Clear ahead of time, it would have made the process a lot simpler and easier. So that's probably the most common thing that people know about the company, but they do offer other things, including powered by Clear. So what that does is they work with different businesses and entities to develop resources to utilize their technology in different applications outside of the airport. So think sporting events, concerts, and things like that, as well as they have developer resources that if other companies want to use the technology that Clear offers for new hires or new signups for their app or any other kind of resources where identity is important, they can use the technology that Clear has developed. It also can be used for healthcare. So instead of having to show your identification, your healthcare card, as well as fill out paperwork when you go to the hospital or the doctor, you can use the Clear technology and scan your face, and then you would have all your medical records available to you. And as you transfer from one doctor or one healthcare facility to the other, your information would follow you because it's attached to your identity. So those are just some of the other features that you can use the Clear technology for. So as I mentioned earlier, they just announced their earnings this morning. And so I wanted to talk about a few of the highlights when it comes to dividend investors and what might be interested in. So it is a growing company. So the revenue was up 45.9% for the quarter, and total bookings were up 42.5%. Free cash flow was $66.6 million, which is very important to dividend investors because that's where the dividend gets paid from. And they also, in addition to establishing a dividend, they're also repurchasing shares. They repurchased 1.5 million shares in the last quarter at $25.19 per share. They are expanding, so they have 53 current airports that they use, including the Tulsa International Airport, which was just opened last year. As I mentioned earlier, it is more than just the airports. They do have other resources and uses for their products. And if you look at the total bookings and revenue, it's all up and to the right over the last 6 quarters. And their total enrollments is up as well over the time. So it is a growing company, and it's great to see that they're returning cash to shareholders via a new dividend policy, as well as the share buybacks. Looking at their balance sheet, the current assets are higher than the current liabilities, as well as the current total liabilities. So they have more cash on hand than they do debt, which is an excellent position to be in, especially when you're focused on returning cash to shareholders via the dividend. So they also offer some forward guidance. They're expecting the Q3 revenue to be 152 to 154 million and total bookings of 178 to 180 million. They also announced that they got clearance from the government to do the enrollment of TSA PreCheck directly through Clear. So now instead of having to go through 2 different services to get your PreCheck and your Clear, you can just do it all through their application, which will save time and hassle, but it's also going to provide additional revenue sources for Clear. So as a recap, it's Clear Secure Inc., ticker YOU. Their website is clearme.com. And on their website, they identify as, we are an identity company that makes experiences safer and easier wherever you live, work, and travel. So the question is, now that they're paying a dividend, are we going to be buying their shares? I'm still undecided yet. It would be nice to see a couple more quarters or years of dividend payments to see what the dividend growth is, but it's excellent to see a new entry on the market when it comes to dividend investors. And it's a tech company, and so if your exposure to tech is on the lower side, here's another option that you can use to supplement your portfolio. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and please like this video. Please visit us on our website at dividendstockpile.com or reach out on any of the social medias. I'm on Twitter and Threads. Thank you very much. Have a great day.